Hey, this is Shane Tracy, broker of Good to Go Realty. I've got Justin of Perry Homes, Dream Home Consultant, right?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what I like to call it, Shane. How are you doing today?
Great.
Good,
Thanks. Thanks for asking. We're at Ladera off of 211 on the far west side of San Antonio. And anybody that knows anything about Perry Homes knows there's always that wow factor, and it's just you guys are not waning on that at all.
No, we certainly are not. Especially in our model homes here in the Ladera community, we've got 40s, 50s, and 60s, which are three different models in each section. And it really kind of shows you what Perry has to offer at multiple price points throughout the neighborhood of Ladera.
Okay. And which home are we in right now?
So we are in the 40-foot section.
Okay.
What that means, it's a 40-foot property, 30-foot house. These start at about $375 and go into maybe the high fours in this particular model. The next one up is a 50. It goes from 50s from about high fours into the high fives, and then high fives into about the 700s.
In the
60
60s?
foot.
60 foot. Okay. Great. No matter what, folks, you're going to have, like I said, the wow factor, whichever series. I'm just astounded at Perry's commitment to quality. Can you go into that at all? What really makes Perry Homes different than a lot of other builders?
Absolutely. So we do a couple of different things, I would say a little differently than a lot of other builders in the way that we build our homes. So we do 16-inch stud wells across. It's an entirely stick-built home, so we don't prefabricate any walls. We also offer a 2-year workmanship warranty, bumper to bumper. It'll cover almost everything in the home for 2 years instead of the industry standard, which is 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And anything else that really makes Perry Homes stand out throughout let's say somebody wants to build a home.
Yeah.
What can they expect?
So we've got a pretty, what I want to say is easy build process, in which case you come out, you pick a lot, you pick what floor plan you want. From there, we write a contract, and then we go into the build process, which is, we're a semi-custom company. So
Okay.
we have about 4 or 5 different exteriors you can pick from,
Oh.
bunch of different brick options, bunch of different stone options. And then from there, we would pick options, like if you want a soft water pre-plumb or something like that, we can certainly do additions like that. Right now in Ladera, we're at about a 6 to 8 month build period. During that process, you'll receive weekly updates on what's happening on the ground.
Okay.
So everything from what's starting that week to what you can expect over the next few weeks.
Okay. And one of the things that you talk about, Perry Homes is semi-custom.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I think about in my own experience with Perry Homes is even like your when it's a stand-up shower in a bathroom, you guys don't put in
The plastic tub.
Yeah,
No, we do a complete mud in and tile shower.
So what does that look like?
Well, instead of like a plastic basin like you would see, what it is it's actually just almost like a cement built drain, if you will.
Okay.
With tile and mortar directly on the bottom.
And you actually step down,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. We dig it a little bit further down, so that way drainage, you don't get water splash, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think the touches like that really
Really
make the builders stand out.
Absolutely.
And so especially for those active duty military, PCSing coming into San Antonio, do you have any situation where there are some quick move-ins that are
Yes.
soon?
Perry prides itself on keeping quite a bit of inventory. So we do, in this particular neighborhood, we'll have anywhere from about 15 to 20 inventory almost at all
Really?
times. If you calculate all sections. So
Okay.
from the 40s to, we've got a new section of 45s, 50s, and 60s. At any given time, we have about 15 to 20 inventory to hit a lot of different price points.
Okay, so if somebody were to come in today and say, hey, Justin, I want to take advantage of one of these ones that are already built or soon or close to being built, about how long would it take for them to actually be able to close?
So the process for buying an inventory home is pretty simple. I send you an email with a pre-qualification. That takes about 24 hours in most cases. From pre-qualification to contract, from you signing the contract and paying the earnest money, that process can take about 2 to 3 days. And then you can move the home. You can move into the home as soon as 30 days.
Wow.
And possibly before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are headed here to San Antonio, you heard it. You could be looking at approximately 30 days or potentially sooner, potentially, depending on the situation. But I really do thank you very much for inviting me out here. It was great to meet you, Justin. And
nice to meet you too, Shane. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.